Hey man, you need to get that thing fixed. I can promise you now, you're sparking and smoking on the interstate. You sure as hell ain't going back in time. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Scuba Steve. And you're working on my 2017 Ram 1500 Bighorn. And I'll show you here what I'm doing, what this contraption is. If you look underneath, I have a broken body mount bolt from having a set of running boards on here, and I took them off to put on a different set, and that bolt snapped clean off. I'll see if I can show you here. Hey, there it is. So, one would say, how do you get that out? Well, again, Scuba Steve being the hillbilly backyard mechanic here, I formed up some 2x4s, got them up onto the actual body of the truck with a jack, jacked it up, and you can see there's access to that bolt. So what I'm doing is I am hacksawing. You can see I'm almost through it. I'm going to hacksaw through that bolt, and then once I get it through, I'm going to get a drill bit long enough that I can get up in there, and I'm going to drill the rest of that out. See if I can save the threads. I have a new body mount and bolt I'm going to replace this with, which was only about $25. I think I paid $25 for it, and I'll drill it out and hopefully save the threads. If I damage the threads in the process, if you look at this little trap door, there's the top of your bolt. So what I'm going to plan on doing is, if I damage the threads in the process, I am going to drill it out nice and clean, run the body mount bolt through with a washer and a big enough nut through the top there to be able to tighten it down and capture it down to normal torque specs. Alright, once I get this out, I'll get you part 2. Stay tuned. Alright, there you have it. What's left of the middle part of the body mount bolt. And now you can see, no wonder after time getting these things out is a pain. Look at how those threads are just absolutely rusted, corroded, and destroyed. There would have been absolutely no way to get that out without the chance of it snapping or breaking, which mine did. It snapped off clean. And again, I just jacked up the body portion of the truck off the frame, made sure it was in a nice sturdy spot. I got 3 2x4 chunks that I lag bolted together on both sides, and there you can see. So now, and all I used was the old trusty dusty handy hacksaw. And now I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you could have gotten in there with a Sawzall or something else or whatever it might be, but you know what? This is the way Scuba Steve decided to do it. And this is, that's how we roll. Plus, this is for educational purposes, in order to show people that might not have power tools or a Sawzall or anything of that nature, how to get something like this out. Alright, next step, drilling the rest of that bolt out, cleaning the hole, getting the new bolt attached. Stay tuned for more. Aha, Scuba Steve wins. We have the old body mount bolt out, and I got the replacement bolt in. Now I did order a brand new one, but I ended up actually replacing that on the other side. And then this was a factory used bolt that I had laying around. So what I ended up doing was I used cutting oil and a drill bit set and kind of went through from a smaller bit up to a larger bit and slowly cut out the old bit. So started with the first size, went down to the second size, and then eventually down to the third size. These are for cutting hardened steel, all three of them. So just ensure that when you're buying or replacing or purchasing the bits to do something like this, you get ones that can actually cut through hardened steel. If you get the bits that can only cut through softened steel, which will usually tell you on the package, doesn't really cut that great and ends up usually you snap some of the bits. So just so you're aware, that is your socket. It's an 18mm socket. That is the socket for, or the socket size for the bolts. So putting the bolts back in, also have the socket. Also, I used a breaker bar just to ensure I could get quality leverage on it. And then I have a torque wrench that I torqued it to factory specs. So that's it. That's how you replace a broken body mount bolt on a 2017 Ram 1500 with basic tools in your driveway. As always, if you guys like my channel and like my videos, please like, please subscribe. If there's anything you'd like me to see or like to see me try to post, let me know. Questions, comments, concerns below. Thanks all.